Dear students, in this presentation, I am going to discuss about the relationship between the elastic constants. So the first one is relationship between shearing strain, elongation strain, and compression strain. So let us consider a cube whose lower end is fixed. So here the lower end of the cube is fixed, that is ds. So whatever shown here is one of the face of the cube. So APSD is one of the face. So the end ds, no, that is fixed, the lower end is fixed. And see, a force, a stress is applied along this direction. So what happens is the point P shifts to a new point P dash, and see the theta, that is a angle of shear in this case. And see, as this point P shifts to P dash, even the point A is going to shift to the point A dash. So there is an extension taking place here, right? So similarly, there is a contraction taking place here. So now if I consider the diagonal dp, see, after I apply a force or a stress, see, the diagonal length is increased to dp dash. Okay, and to find what is the, see, increase in the diagonal length after the applied force, see, you draw a perpendicular from the point P to this diagonal P dash D. So this is the perpendicular. So P dash X is the extension produced in the diagonal whose original length is dP. So similarly, see, before I apply a force in this direction, so AS was the diagonal length. Now see, it's contracted to A dash S. So to find the contraction taking place in this diagonal, see, draw a perpendicular from the point A dash to the diagonal AS. Okay, so AY is a contraction taking place in the diagonal length whose original length was AS. So now in order to derive the relationship between the strains, various strains, so let us first discuss about this elongation strain. So the elongation strain, see, so when we consider this diagonal dp, see, the elongation strain, so that is given by, so that's equal to P dash X. So that's a extension taking place, right? Strain, so change in dimension to the original dimension. So change in dimension is P dash X. So change in dimension. So in the original dimension was dP before I apply a stress. So dP is the original dimension. Yes. Now, what about the compressive strain? Compressive strain, so that is given by, see, here AY is the compression taking place. So the original dimension was AS, right? Original dimension was AS. Now it is contracted to A dash S. So the change in dimension is AY, right? So AY is the change in dimension, the contraction to the original dimension. So that is AS. Okay. So now say the length of the cube, so that is given by L units. So what is this dP? So I have a term, see, elongation strain is equal to P dash X divided by dP. So what is dP? So as per Pythagoras theorem, see, dP square, that is equal to dA square plus AP square. So I can write, see, as per Pythagoras theorem, dP square, so that should be equal to dA square plus AP square. Okay, so this is equal to, so L square plus L square, so that is dP square, so that is equal to 2L square. So that dP, so that will be equal to root 2 into L. So this is the expression for dP. Now, so let this equation be equation number 1. This is equation number 2. Yes, now consider this diagram. So here in this diagram, see what's cos angle PP dash x, cos angle PP dash x. So that's equal to P dash x divided by PP dash. So this angle, see cos PP dash x, that's equal to P dash x by PP dash. So that is, what is P dash x from this? So P dash x, so that's equal to PP dash into cos angle PP dash x. So that should be equal to PP dash into cos. So this angle PP dash x, so that is same as angle AP dash x. So that is same as angle A P dash x, that is angle A P dash D. So since this increment in the length, the extension is very small, so this angle AP dash D or AP dash x is almost equal to angle APD. So cos angle APD. So that is equal to PP dash into, so this cos angle APD, since this angle is 90 degrees, so this will be equal to 45 degrees. So cos 45 degree. So that's equal to PP dash divided by, see cos angle 45, that's equal to 1 by root 2. So that is, so divided by root 2. So we have P dash x, so that is equal to PP dash divided by root 2. So this is equation number 3. So now see, I have an expression for elongation strain, that's equal to P dash x divided by dP, but dP is root 2 into L, okay, and P dash x, that's equal to PP dash by root 2. So this is equation number 3. So from equation 1, 2 and 3, so I can write, so elongation strain, so that's equal to P dash x by dP. So P dash x divided by dP. So that is equal to, so from equation 3, see we have P dash x is PP dash by root 2. So this is PP dash divided by root 2. So dP is root 2 into L. So this is equal to PP dash divided by 2L. But what is this PP dash? See from the diagram, PP dash, so this is actually, it's given by x, and this length, so that is equal to L. Okay, so from this diagram, see x by L, so that is nothing but the shearing strain, that is theta, that's equal to x by L for small values of theta. So x by L is nothing but theta. So I have PP dash by 2L here. So this is equal to PP dash is x. So x by 2 into L, but x by L is nothing but theta. So this is equal to theta divided by 2. So the elongation strain is given by theta divided by 2. Therefore, see the shearing strain, so that's equal to elongation strain plus compressive strain. So similarly, you can show that even the compressive strain is equal to theta by 2. Therefore, shearing strain, so that's equal to shearing strain, that's equal to theta by 2 plus theta by 2, that's equal to theta. So this is the expression which relates shearing strain, elongation strain and compressive strain. So shearing strain, that's equal to theta by 2 plus theta by 2, that's equal to theta.